Okay, now, am I ready to put the knuckle on? No, we can't put the knuckle on yet, can we? We've gotta look at this and remember, okay, this one goes down next, this trim. And I don't like cutting these wires off until I get up there. I don't know, I could, but last thing I want to do is cut them too short or something. Okay, so now I can put this on there, right? Nice little finished end. Okay, now I can put this. And make sure you put it on the right way because everything's backwards. Kind of. And if you mess up, you take it apart and you redo it. You see what I mean? Oh, look at that. I put it on backwards. Okay. Okay. Put it on here again. Look at it. Okay, that's going to be like that. Right? Now, I can think about this for a minute. I think the ground wire was screwed on first, wasn't it? And like I say, there's not much room now, is there? When I get ready to install this, I'm just barely going to have enough room up there to finagle it around. Good grief. Why couldn't they have given a slightly longer rod, maybe an inch or two? Well, then it costs more to make stuff, you know what I mean? Okay, so this has little groove sideways for this rod to fit in there. And this one happens to have a little set screw on the top. I kind of like that. I've seen them before where there's usually a set screw on the side, and all you're doing is tightening this knuckle onto here on the side, and lots of times that gets loose too. And when that gets loose, your ceiling fan wobbles. There's a lot of different ways why your ceiling fan could be wobbling. That's just one of them. Okay. Okay, so now I gotta figure out. Okay, that's the way it goes. Remember how you put things, how you take things apart. I'll let you put them back the same way. Okay, and isn't that something? I gotta put the I guess I have to put the knuckle on this first. Good grief. You know, that's all right. Okay. That's how it went, as I remember. Okay. So, put my ground on there now. Get it facing up because it's going to fit right in through there, through that little gap. Like that. Okay. Now this little rod has to fit in there. So see, I put that, I just slipped that in right now. Can you see? Like that. So this can pull up through there. Now I can swivel that, and see, I can do all that because I still have this in the box. And I'm going to put this on there. Somebody was thinking I can see how that's way tighter than most ceiling fans that I've installed before, with that screw on the side. And it's just the way they've done it. And there's a slot there for a standard. I'm just going to snug that up. Okay? Because if that screw gets loose, your ceiling fan's going to wobble, because this knuckle's not going to be on there tight. Or if the screws under here get loose, that could make your extension rod slightly wobble, and that could make your ceiling fan wobble because your extension is loose. You see what I mean? Okay, so that's all we have to do for that. Now I can set that kind of off to the side, and I've got to look at this now. One of the other things that I generally do is they've got the wire stripped back a little bit. And this is stranded wire. I usually kind of do that, but the wire, the wire's not showing very much, so I like to usually take off some of that. Okay, and I might even take off a little bit more even, because see, once I get up there, this one is stranded too, and I'm gonna kind of twizzle that like that, and I'll do that a little bit further. And then once I'm up there, I'll take both of these kind of like an X, and then I'll tighten those two together. So I have just one going out to the solid, and then I'll take the solid ground that's up there and use a wire nut and connect them, rather than take just these two by themselves with a wire nut. It just holds these two together a little bit easier. See what I mean? And that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to cut this off yet. I'm just going to actually, I say that I could cut off that much, couldn't I? And then I'll probably even cut it off more once I get up there. But if I do it now, it'll probably be easier to carry it up there. Okay, it should be done with it. And then I can take these wires. I'll save them in case I ever come across a ceiling fan where I want to extend it. Maybe it's up too tight to the ceiling and somebody wants to add a longer extension on there, and if these wires aren't long enough, then I take the other wires that I have in my box, my red bag, and take some little couplings and attach it and come up longer. Okay, all right, so that's all I got for that. And I'm going to get ready to install this mounting bracket, the ceiling fan mounting bracket, I call it. But before I do that, I'm gonna look and see if I got some white caulking in the garage, and I think I do. I don't really have to put any caulking up here if I don't want to, but I happen to cut this drywall just a hair too big. See the gap around there? And maybe if I caulk it, it'll prevent air from coming through there or something. You know, there's blow-in insulation up there, so I should be fine. If I wanted to put the bracket up there like that, I could. But because I have caulking, I think I'm going to go ahead and caulk that. Can you believe that? I got 1 minute left on my SIM card of this whole thing. I thought I'd had plenty of time, but hey, if I can do it, you can do it. Remember that.